Hey guys, and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. My name is Rob, and we're back at Firelink Shrine to start off this video. Gonna get some more dialogue, because I'm putting a priority on dialogue this playthrough.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Indeed.
What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it. Well, what are you going to do? I've already decided. I don't really care. I'm simply crestfallen. How did that nutty sorcerer make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened. What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
Interesting that he hasn't already gone hollow, since he seems to have abandoned all hope already, but I don't know. Whatever. Maybe he's just at the point where it would only take one more death and he just hasn't died yet. Here's old Griggs of Vinheim that we freed last time from the lower Undead Burg. He made his way back to Firelink Shrine.
Oh, hello. I regret meeting you under such compromising circumstances. At least we both made it back unscathed. Incidentally, would you care to learn any sorceries? You're clearly talented, and besides, I owe you. Of course, we will require some materials, but I'm happy to teach you some elementary spells. Are you interested?
And see, if you have a minimum of 10 intelligence, he'll offer to teach you sorceries. If you have anything less, he will not. He will wish you well, though.
Splendid. Very well. I am pleased to have a chance to give something back. Well then, let's get started straight away.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to him first.
Have you heard of Big Hat Logan? Master Logan is a great sorcerer and my teacher. Both of us came to this land as undead. But one day, he departed, leaving only a note. I suppose he wished to keep me out of harm's way. But where does that leave me? I have dedicated myself to sorcery. But Master Logan could find no use for me.
Level up your intelligence some more.
Yes. The note that Master Logan left. It only said he would travel to Anolondo by way of Sen's fortress. I can only guess that he seeks the regal archives. For Master Logan is a tireless pursuer of wisdom. Wisdom trumps all. Everything else is hogwash. When the curse turned him undead, I'm certain that he only felt it was the perfect chance to visit this land. I only wish that I had his courage. 2 things are required for sorcery. First, you must equip a wand. Second, you must attune a sorcery. Then you will be ready to fire away. Oh, and don't forget to aim. 2 things are first, second, then you... Oh, and...
Alright, so we've read Soul Arrow and Heavy Soul Arrow, but he sells something different. Great Soul Arrow. It's actually a very, very good spell for when you can get it. At only a 14 intelligence requirement, gives you 20 charges, and it's really just a more powerful Soul Arrow. But it's not slow like Heavy Soul Arrow, and it has more uses. Sorcery which improves upon Soul Arrow. Fire Strong Soul Arrow. At the Vinheim Dragon School, the acquisition of this spell marks an apprentice's coronation as a sorcerer. So, you get this spell, you're no longer an apprentice. You are officially a sorcerer. We got Fall Control. Sorcery developed by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. Reduce damage and noise from fall. This sorcery, along with Hush, explains the extravagant cost of hiring Vinheim spooks. With an intelligence requirement of 15, and I will be boosting my intelligence up to 15 in order to use a lot of different... You can use a lot of spells for 15 intelligence. It's kind of nice. Now we get a Great Heavy Soul Arrow, which is the Great Soul Arrow version of Heavy Soul Arrow. Or wait, it's the heavy version of Great Soul Arrow. I'll get it right. Sorcery which improves upon Heavy Soul Arrow. Fire Strong Heavy Soul Arrow. As difficult to use as Heavy Soul Arrow, but powerful enough to make it well worth it. Adored by certain sorcerers. Yeah, for only 16 intelligence. You get Magic Weapon. Again, you only need 10 intelligence to use this. Sorcery for casters who wield swords. Magic Augmentation Right Weapon. The power of the Magic Swordsman of Vinheim is predicated upon this and Magic Shield. Many warriors learn sorcery just for this. And I mean, it's, about as strong as a pine resin. It just deals magic damage. And especially early on in the game, there's really almost no enemies that have a high resistance to it. So putting in the extra points for, attunement and intelligence to be able to use this, I mean, it's a small investment for a nice 5 use damage buff that recharges at bonfires. So I'm going to be getting that eventually. I'm not going to buy it just yet, but we'll be buying it soon. Sorcery used by Oral Decoy. Sorcery used by playful sorcerers, whatever that means. Lure enemies away by creating a sound originating in the distance. This spell is not the first choice for serious sorcerers, but it has a surprising amount of applications, some of them extremely effective. It basically has the same function as an alluring skull, so if you cast Oral Decoy at the ground away from you when you're being chased by different enemies, it'll draw their attention away from you, so it can be useful against mobs of hollows or dogs or simple enemies like that. And it makes a really funny sound when it lands. It's a little loud. It's funny. It's a lot. It's not nearly as deep sounding as that though. That's not. It's not like Wario. I like gold. Anyway, Magic Shield. Sorcery for casters who wield swords. Magic Augmentation. Left shield. Shields augmented by magic are resistant to magic attacks and have higher stability. This spell makes it possible to challenge powerful foes with a small shield. Except that it literally only lasts like a few seconds. It's so... I mean, it's good, but it sucks because it only lasts a few seconds. And it's not very practical. Like, by the time you've cast it, you can maybe tank one hit. And it's just like... because of that, the uses are so limited. And shields are already very powerful in this game. So if you just upgrade them, you'll be fine. Okay, so Sorcerer's Catalyst and the Dragon Crest rings. We got Bellowing and Lingering. A special ring granted to only the most accomplished sorcerers at Vinheim Dragon School. The ring is engraved with an everlasting dragon and boosts the strength of sorceries. This thing, I mean, basically, if you want sorcery to be really strong, you just about have to have this ring equipped. I mean, there's no reason not to. If you're pure magic, slinging spells everywhere, you gotta save up 20,000 souls to get this. It makes a massive difference in the damage you crank out. Doesn't work for the damage buffs, though. Or from the weapon buffs. We got the Lingering Dragon Crest ring. The ring is engraved with a lingering dragon and boosts the length of the effects of sorcery. So, for weapon buffs like Magic Weapon and Magic Shield, it works for those, but not very practical because there's usually better things you could equip. So if you were thinking, oh hey, it'll make something like Magic Shield last longer so it'll be more practical, it doesn't work that great at the end of the day. It really doesn't. So, yeah. Anyway.
Goodbye then. Do stay safe.
Old Griggs, he's always a friendly fellow. Speaking of friendly fellows, let's come on down here, have another chat with Lautrec, see if he says anything new.
Well, where have you been? I'm glad to see you're safe.
That actually sounded kind of sincere coming from him.
Have you heard of Trusty Patches? If ever a man has rubbed me up the wrong way, if he ever comes around again, I swear I'll have his hide.
That leads me to believe that Patches is the one who locked up Lautrec. I think he did. Because that seems like something Patches would do, is lock up somebody and wait for them to expire at some point and then, like, pillage their corpse. Matter of fact, I think Patches is the one who locked up Griggs as well in the lower Undead Burg. It's a very Patches thing to do. Even though Griggs didn't mention Patches, he might be a little too ashamed to mention him. I don't know.
You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
Alright, so looks like that's all he's going to talk about. Let's reinforce the Estus Flask twice, because I have 2 Firekeeper souls. Alrighty, let's see here. With the souls that I have right now, can I level up any? I could. However, I could also... You know what? I'll go ahead and buy Magic Weapon, and then I'll use whatever souls I have left to put into
Oh, hello.
whatever.
Well, you said myself.
Let's see. Purchase. Let's buy... Yeah, because Fall Control, I don't need it just yet, and I'd have to level up my intelligence more for it. And he doesn't really sell anything else I want to get. I mean, Great Soul Arrow would be okay, but I don't feel like I need it. I don't plan to use it on this character. Yeah. Magic Weapon.
All right. That'll do it. That should help you on your journey. May we meet again.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about leveling up again. I'll just have whatever souls I've got here. Alright, and we'll go ahead and attune Magic Weapon. And let me see about equipping a Catalyst and seeing if that makes me fat roll. Nope, doesn't seem to. Alright, good deal. So let's travel back through the Undead Burg and to the lower Undead Burg. Man, that Claymore and its combos you can do with the R1 and R2. It's just, man, it's such a good weapon. So simple, so good. Alright, let's back down in the lower Undead Burg we go. Dogs. Ow. See if I can skewer these dogs. There we go. If it's upgraded, a spear also works really well against these dogs a lot of times because of how quick it is. If you prefer to use something like that. Alright. Let's go down this way first, because there is something down here. Lots of hollows. There they go. Got the hollow torch flurry. Deals like infinite poise damage for some reason. Don't know why. There we go. 2 for the price of 1. What do you think? And 3 for the price of 1. Ooh, gotta love that triple KO. We get Twin Humanities. Twin Humanities. Have I gotten that yet? Let's have a look at the corpse that I got it from. Just kind of kneeling down. Ugh. Very sad looking. Okay, I have gotten Twin Humanities. Did I read the description though? I don't know. Rare, tiny black sprite found on corpses, very unusual twin humanity. Used to gain 2 humanity and restore a large amount of HP. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of life, then what distinction is left for humanity? Basically says the same thing as the regular humanity sprite, but I did hear a theory, it's just a theory, that twin humanity comes from, like, women who were possibly pregnant at the time they went hollow. and the other humanity is a result of it's the humanity of the child in her womb. I don't know. It's just a theory. It's not official or anything. There are hollow thieves behind these doors, which, if you just walk forward, and they'll all burst open at the same time, and you'll be surrounded by 3 dudes. But do a little jump attack here. Yeah, that helps even the odds just a bit. There we go. And you walk right here, and all of the doors burst open, and here's this. He hasn't even spawned in. Let me get a little closer. Yep, there he is. Up. That's why that key said not to turn your back to him. He'll climb up on your head and do a special backstab animation. Isn't that cheeky? Ow. I have no point. Ooh, parried. I'm dead. Nope, I'm not dead. The blue tearstone ring saved my butt just then. Let me get rid of you. Troublesome. As part of the style I want to use, the Fashion Souls, I want the Hollow Thief's shirt or whatever. I really want that. Maybe I'll get it this time, but I'll probably have to farm for it. So in here we have the Mail Breaker, which is... it's a mail breaker. Not very useful, admittedly. Oh, where is it? Oh, there we go. It's a thrusting type sword. It's very short for a thrusting sword. 5 strength, 12 dex are the requirements, with the D scaling in strength and C scaling in dex. 120 critical modifier, but its base damage, it's only 57. It's kind of sad. Standard small thrusting sword, unsharpened but pointed solid shaft, can pierce through tough armor. I just inserted through right there. Can pierce tough armor. Okay. Can be thrust using the weight of one's body and is very effective for critical attacks. Yeah, I mean, it's okay, but there's way better options in Dark Souls, whereas the Mailbreaker in Demon Souls is actually really useful because of how early you can get it. Do I have any other rings that are used? I'll leave that Ring of Sacrifice off. Alright, so take out those good-for-nothings. Let me actually... I'm going to consume 1 humanity to boost my chances a little bit of them dropping some stuff. That'll bring my item discovery up a little bit more. Okay. So you come over here, run into another ambush type of thing. They all come running. Go. Well, he dropped something. Ah. Well, the dog's AI just kind of... he's just doing whatever. It's acting weird. Okay. Whatever. Press R1 until you win. What do you got there for me? A target shield, which did not need because I'm literally about to pick one of those up. That's fine, though. Chop. A large soul of a lost undead. Then on this corpse, which is curled up on the floor in the fetal position, it's the armor of a thief and target shield that you get for free. So, yeah. So much for that being useful. Right here it is. Has a physical damage reduction of 78%, magic 30, fire 65, lightning 50, with 45 stability. So not a lot of stability, but what's special about target shield is that it's like the buckler, that it has extra parry frames. Whenever you parry, the animation is longer, and you're more likely to get the parry due to that. Still have to work on your timing, though. Small round metal shield, 4 protrusions used to parry attacks. Small shields are always less stable, but landing critical hits after parry is easier. This shield is specialized for parrying. So, yeah, I've already kind of talked about how the description, it's the bottom paragraph there, that last sentence is a little deceiving. It's not easier to land the critical hit after the parry. It makes the actual parry itself easier to land. So, yeah, whatever. Some of Dark Souls stuff is translated kind of weird. The Thief Mask. Mask of sinners. They hide their faces, stifle their voices, and hide in the shadows. It does not provide much in the way of defense. But all of the Thief set has good bleed resist, I want to say, or most of it does, anyhow. And it's very stylish looking, so I mean, who cares if it provides defense if it looks cool, you know? This armor, made of smooth black leather, is extremely quiet, a good thing for those who hide in the shadows. The leather itself is thick, offering a decent level of protection. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't actually make you quieter, I don't think. It just looks really cool. I love how this set looks. And I'm pretty sure it's lighter than the hard leather set for the most part, but I'm still mid-rolling. And I'm actually going to take off some things here because I need poise. And I'm going to get poise in whatever way I can get it. Lighter with that. That'll give me 12. How about that fashion? But how much poise do I have now? 20 poise. 20 whole poise. And that'll prepare me for fighting the Capra Demon. But I'm going to unlock another shortcut first. Because that's the smart thing to do. It may not be the cool thing to do, but it is the smart thing to do. There we go. My cat has entered the game room. He seems to be chasing a bug. He's definitely got his eyes on something. Something up on the wall. And that usually means there's a bug there somewhere and he's gonna go stupid trying to get to it. Cat, if you start knocking things off of my side table, I'm going to yeet you across the street. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Whatever bug is in here is not that important for you to catch. But still less annoying than dogs. Stand by what I said. Alright, we got a new NPC merchant over here.
You still have your senses about you. Then why won't you buy some of my moss? I need your souls.
Yeah, she acts like even more of a crackhead than the other undead merchant.
This is a wonderful place, don't you think? We have water, moss, moisture, these nice iron bars. I like it here, I really do. Nothing good ever happened to me in life, but now that I'm undead, I've never been happier. You've come to this land at a bad time. There are nothing but hollows in these parts, save for me, of course. You're undead too, aren't you? You be careful then.
She cracks me up.
Go down along the side to reach the depths of the undead berg. Only unkempt crooks and liars to be found there. Hardly a place for a lady like myself. But who knows? Maybe you'd fit right in. You've come to this land. There are nothing but you're undead.
Yeah, she reminds me a lot of Melentia in Dark Souls 2. So she sells all kinds of moss, which is actually, she sells a lot of really good stuff. Poison throwing knives, which can be useful, dung pies, alluring skulls, charcoal pine resin, transient curses, rotten pine resin, which is a little less useful. And she sells homeward bones, which, man, is incredibly great. Prism stones, which is very cheap to get. 99 of those, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Sells a limited quantity of humanity, and she sells purging stones, or maybe just the one purging stone, I can't remember. She also sells all kinds of arrows, fire arrows and poison arrows. I think she's the only merchant in the game that sells that variety. Arrows, fired with flaming tips, inflicts fire damage, arrow with point dipped in poison, ensures the demise of a prey in a hunt, or the target in an assassination. Once an enemy is poisoned, one need only wait. Yeah, it's got a shred of truth to it, but you might be waiting a while since poison... I don't know. Poison arrows really are useful in this game, though. I can tell you that much. Prism stones that I just bought. I didn't even read the description. Let's see what the deal is with that. Warm pebble emitting a beautiful phasing aura of 7 colors with a very rare 8th. The rainbow stone does nothing special, but can serve as a path marker and can be dropped off a cliff to judge height by the sound of its descent. If a loud noise is heard upon its landing, then a fall off the ledge is surely lethal. So very useful for that at different parts. Let's read about this moss here. Medicinal red moss clump reduces bleeding buildup. Bleeding builds up when attacked by sharp blades or spikes, and once triggered causes severe damage. Use this moss clump before it reaches this point. Medicinal purple moss clump reduces poison buildup. I must be getting tired here. Cures poison. Poison builds up in the body, and when it breaks out, it causes gradual damage over a period of time. Poison can be exasperating, so be certain to carry the needed quantity of these moss clumps when destined for an afflicted area. That's a big hint right there. Potently medicinal moss clump with a flower reduces poison and toxin, restores status. Toxin is a more vicious form of poison, which quickly leads to death. Moss clumps without a flower are useless against toxin, and a lack of these moss clumps could lead to an early demise. Foreshadowing, most definitely. But I'm probably not going to buy any of the moss clumps from her because I do plan to farm for those off camera from particular enemies. Throwing knife, coated with poison. Throwing knives have limited range and accuracy compared to arrows, but offer a quick and easy ranged attack. When a foe is poisoned, it will continually take damage over a period of time. Dung pie, atrocious fecal waste material. Throw at enemy to build up toxins, but also builds up your toxicity. Although the stench makes it difficult to carry on one's person, turning an enemy toxic inflicts high damage over a period of time. Imagine carrying doo-doo in your pocket. Black charcoal-like pine resin applies fire to right-hand weapons. Affected weapon inflicts fire damage for a short time, particularly effective against corporeal creatures and undead who have an instinctual fear of fire. We got rotten pine resin. Rotten pine resin that has gained poison. Add poison effect to right-hand weapon. Hits with affected weapon build up enemy poison. Hits with affected weapon build up enemy poison level. Okay, there we go. If enemy is poisoned, damage will be inflicted for a period of time. Okay, and I've read all this other stuff, so.
You've come to this therapy.
Yeah, okay.
Come again, if you please.
Man, she is just charming as all get out. She's about as sexy as a rusted cheese grater. Alrighty, so we open up this shortcut, then look at here, right back at Firelink Shrine. All roads lead to Firelink Shrine. Well, maybe not all roads, but many of them do. So, just for the convenience of not having to run back through the undead berg. Ow. I really could use more poise. 20 is not a ton, but we'll see how it works out. It's funny to me that the little, raggedy loincloth thing that I got off of a hollow has more... It actually has poise on it, whereas the hard leather boots with their metal knee pads have no poise. Can't wrap my head around that. Anywho, back here, charge those Estus up to 10, and away we go. Oh, the hollow soldier helm will give me 22 poise in total. Oh, well, so will the standard helm even has, but okay, sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. That works. 22 poise. Alright, yeah. That 22 might actually be... I think 21 is a separate poise break point than 20 is. I think that's where you can actually poise through certain attacks. Alright. Drop me your hollow leather armor. Nope. Okay. Gonna have to farm for it, I'm sure. Get my shield up. Oop. Don't like fighting dogs on the stairs. What are you doing? There we go. Alright. And speaking of fighting dogs on the stairs, that's exactly what I'm going to have to do in this boss fight, so it should be fun. Alright. Go ahead and buff my weapon. Doing a little bit more damage here. Alright, hold up my shield, wait for the attack and roll. Alright, and that is enough poise to let me tank one attack from the dogs, so even that one attack is very helpful. Now this isn't helpful. I would like the dogs to follow me up here. Oh boy. Alright, there's one. Just two-hand this thing. Oh, crap. Alright, that works. Try to... Ugh. Yeah, I gotta watch this guy. Gave me so much trouble on my first playthrough, Capra Demon. You and your damn dogs. Ow. You know what? I'm just gonna come up here and heal. What do you think of that? Oh, he didn't like that. Woo! Did my buff already run out? That's sad. Oh well. I'm still doing really good damage. So, not a big deal. Ow. How dare you? Yeah. Don't want to get hit by him when I'm in a running animation, because that counter damage will be fierce. You jerk. How do you like it? There, plunging attack to finish you off. Alright. Now I can change back into something less stupid looking. Let's see. Yeah. How does that look? It'll do. It's just a shame. There's like almost no poise. Now I have no poise at all. Yeah. But at the end of the day, is that 5 poise even doing anything for me? I mean, not really. That would give me 12 poise. How does this look? I mean, honestly, it kind of works. Yeah, sure. 12 poise will help me tank only the smallest attacks. Alright, so how long have I been recording this part? Yeah, I can probably go on and get to the next checkpoint and then call it. So the key to the depths. Where are you? There we go. Key opening the door from the lower undead berg to the depths. Those banished from the undead berg eke out their existence in the depths, a damp lair with no trace of sunlight. Nearly half of the depths form a perilous flooded labyrinth. So those banished from the undead berg. Wow, what do you have to do to be banished from the undead berg, especially to a place below the lower undead berg where the thieves are running around everywhere? You must gotta be guilty of something quite terrible. Can only imagine what that could be. Maybe something like, I don't know, cannibalism? It look like basic hollows, though. Alright, that 12 poise helped me tank one attack from these guys, so yeah, that'll work. Large soul of a nameless soldier. Clank. Chop. Yeah, so what I like to do a lot of times is do a running jump over that railing there and attack that enemy that's hacking at the table, which would allow me to skip like all these guys for a little bit before they decided to come after me. Yeah, if you make a lot of noise, though, you'll get the butcher's attention down there, and she'll come running up here after you. Hollow just smashed the table, and now he's stuck on his friend, who doesn't seem interested in coming up here. So, let me see if I can make this jump, and actually, let me go ahead and rebuff my weapon. Yep. Oh yeah. And I just broke your table. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna kill your dog too. You're an annoying ass dog. Come here and get backstabbed with my magic sword. There we go. Whoa! I got company. Yikes. They're everywhere. Yeah, you better jump down there, you stupid dog. Big old cauldron of... Well, considering it's cannibals, it's probably undead chili. As in chili made from undead people. Ugh. Ugh. Yuck. We got the large ember. That's going to be incredibly useful. It's under key items. There we go. Ember for blacksmith weapon ascension. Remember Andre talking about ascending weapons? Ember required for weapon ascension. A large, high-quality ember, handled by the blacksmiths of Astora. Ascension for +5 standard weapon allows reinforcement to +10. Also can ascend +5 standard weapon to raw weapon. Raw weapon can be reinforced to +5. Which they didn't do the best job of raw reinforcement in this game because it doesn't really do what it's supposed to do. Because a +15 weapon will always be better than a raw +5 weapon, even if you have lower stats. That's just how the numbers work. It's just always better. And then what's always better, if you only have the base stats to wield a weapon, what's even better than +15 is just making it chaos. So, yeah. They made that work way better in Dark Souls 2 and especially Dark Souls 3. Works really well in both of those games. Alright, so let's come down here into this nasty water. There's dogs down here, but honestly, if you just stay near the wall, for one reason or another, they don't aggro. And you just... What in the world? You just jumped all the way around me. Like, you think this is Bloodborne or something. Bloodborne didn't come out for years after this, so you just calm yourself. Yeah, I don't know why, for whatever reason, these dogs are just very territorial, and, you know, if you ignore them, they'll ignore you. Alright, so we got an open passage there. We also have another butcher who... First of all, how the hell did you get up there? That's what I want to know. So if you go to walk this way, she'll jump down. Yes, she. And then it's like fighting another butcher now. So circle around and backstab. Gotta love it. Get that stagger. back away. Whoa! I wasn't even trying to do a jump attack there. I was just trying to do the regular R2, but whatever, I'll take it. Let me get a sack. What in the world would you use a sack for? It's got two little eye holes. Blood-stained patchwork sack by the undead man-eating cook lurking in the depths. Two eye holes have been haphazardly cut out. It is unexpectedly soft and comfortable to wear, but is probably near meaningless in terms of defense. So, yeah. You want to wear the true stylish headpiece.
Here, over here. Please, you must help me.
Well, of course. Who wouldn't want to help Laurentius? Laurentius is a good guy. He's a good dude.
Thank you. I would have been at supper without you. Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius, Lord the Great Swamp. I will not forget my debt to you.
Now my question is, how did Laurentius get down here? With all these, you know, supposed, like, cannibal hollows who dwell down here. How did he get mixed up in all that? Are you a cannibal, Laurentius? Nah, he probably just got either wandered down here via some other route, or it's possible he got thrown down here for being a pyromancer. Who knows?
Oh, hello there. I'm fine, thanks to you.
And that's his dialogue. He'll end up going back to Firelink Shrine. And if you didn't start off as the pyromancer, Laurentius will give you a pyromancy flame, and he'll teach you pyromancies. And also he'll upgrade your pyromancy flame. There we go. If I can get the words out. So this is the linear pathway to going into the depths, deeper depths, but there is an extremely useful shortcut, which is what I plan to use. So let me get down here to that. Gonna continue to avoid these dogs. Running through that water that's knee deep. Alright, yeah. Come over here where the ember is, or was. There's a little doorway here. You can just jump right down this chute, and oh my gosh, it's a pile of corpses. Yeah, she be, these butchers be, eating some folks. And that's where they dispose of their bodies, I guess. But you come out up here, there's a gigantic rat down there that looks like he's been in some fights. He's got like a, I don't know, like a battle axe sticking out of his freaking eye socket. Like, jeez. Let me see here if I can get a better look at you. Yeah, I can see his right eye, which is on the left. It looks like he's blind. Let's see. Let me get a better view of you. Yeah, there's totally a battle axe wedged in the other eye. Ugh. It's horrible. Let's come over here to this item. This item, I would say, is very important, very useful for the area after the depths, which is Blighttown. Spider Shield. Go ahead and read that description. Shield of the Savage Mountain Bandits. Uniquely shaped with a large black spider etched upon it. Has resistance to poison. Yep. It does. It's also very resistant to poison darts, which are shot at you nonstop in Blighttown. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can just one-shot this rat and get it over with, because I don't feel like messing with him. Let's lock on. Do a jumping attack. Did that do it? I think it did. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you jump down here with the rat, he can actually, he does a decent amount of damage. Okay. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. That's actually the very quick way of getting the sewer chamber key, which will unlock the bonfire. So where do you actually come out if you wander around looking for the sewer chamber key? Right here. So I'm not going to go very far into this because this leads into a labyrinth with all kinds of nasty things. Not going to explore that today, but I'll show it off in the next video probably. But you get that key, and you don't want to jump straight off of this. Stay to the far left, and just slide on down here. There we go. We just skipped a huge portion of the level by doing that. And you come up these steps. You open this door, which is locked from the other side. You can only open it from this side, so you've already opened up a shortcut, using a shortcut. Come up this ladder. Hold that shield up. Got a torch hollow. And we have the sewer chamber key. Key to the sewer chamber in the depths. In any community, a few bad apples are sure to exhibit insatiable greed. If they were turned undead and banished to the depths, would they reconsider their ways? Use this key to see for yourself. I'm not sure what that last sentence means about seeing for yourself, but I think the description of that key may be talking about a merchant that we encounter down here, because I believe he has insatiable greed, even though he tries to come across friendly. But I could be wrong. Could be talking about Laurentius. I kind of doubt that too. He doesn't seem greedy, although when you consider what actually triggers him to go hollow in this game, I don't know. Makes you wonder. That's what's fun about these, all the Souls games is, being able to kind of go in different directions with the lore and have different ideas, different theories, and it's just really fun. I'm going to rest at this bonfire. I'm going to kindle this bonfire, because having 10 Estus is just handy. Why not have them? And that's going to be it. I'll probably use these souls to level up a bit, and then next time we'll explore the rest of the depths and fight the boss, and then do some other stuff. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon with more Dark Souls Remastered. Until then, y'all take care.